Hey, Forex traders, how you doing? This is Dr. Greg McLeod. Have you ever been into a trade or trying to get into a trade? You're in it and you're trying to make money at it and you want to take profit, but you don't know when to take profit. And, because other times you've taken profit and then the market keeps going in your favor without you, and then you see all the money that you have missed, and it makes you feel just as bad, even if you had made the money. You were feeling good at first. You're like, oh wow, I made money, but now you see it keep going. So you want to know when to set or how to set your take profit. And I'm going to show you in this video how to take profit in the market, showing you special levels. Okay. Now, before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe, and also maybe share this video too. It helps me know that this content is useful and I can make more of it for you. Okay. So let's look at the chart. I have a chart of the dollar yen, and this is actually a trade that I took last night. I trade during the Tokyo session. I'm a busy professional too. I don't have time to be up in the morning trading the New York session anyway. I live on the West Coast. So I saw dollar yen, and dollar yen had moved up substantially from a low of about the 160 all the way up to 163.20. Okay, that's a 200 pip move. And you want to get into that, but you don't know where, right? If you're in the trade, you like to say, well, where do I take profit? I'm thinking that I might pull back a little bit. So there's a tool called the Fibonacci tool. If you're in TradingView or MT4, you look at the top, there is a Fibonacci retracement tool, and then you can take a fib, right, from the low to the high where we've topped out at. And what usually happens is people who got long here, they bought down here, right? They're making big money. And so if they made a bunch of money here going up here, they're going to take profits. When they take profits, they sell their positions in order to take profits, and that causes prices to fall. And we use this Fibonacci tool to find out what level, either the 23% retracement, the 38% retracement, the 61.8% retracement, the 50% retracement, or the 61.8% retracement, right? Now, typically, price will come down to the 38% retracement. That's here, right? That's 162.61. 162.61. So if I'm in the trade, I'm trying to short, thinking that I'm going to be able to buy, counter trend trade, try to get a pullback. This is what I would do, right? And so I'm going to show you what happened during the London session, where I actually got a trade on. So what I do is I draw the Fibonacci on the higher time frame and the 30, because I trade on a 5-minute chart. And usually what you want to do is when using multiple time frame analysis is the time frame that you normally trade on, you want to trade 5 times bigger than the time frame that you normally pull the trigger on, right? So if you love trading the 5-minute, you don't want to analyze charts in the 5-minute. You want to go 5 times higher. 5 times 5 is 25. Well, we don't have a 25-minute chart. So we round it up a little bit and go to the 30. So that's why I'm on the 30, because 5 times 5 is 25, round up to 25 to 30, we're on the 30-minute chart. Now I'm going to show you the actual trade I took on the 5-minute chart. Let me slide this over and I'm going to show you the samurai sword. I'm not going to forget the sword, right? So here we go, right? So we're going into this topping formation, 3 a.m. The samurai sword draws a pre-market box, a high and low. The high and low of this area was 163.09 to 163.15, which would give me it gave me a 7 pip or 6 pip stop. Yeah, 6 pip stop. All right, and 6 pips as a stop is a tremendous small. Remember, I'm teaching you about high asymmetric trading. That means taking very small risks to get a very big gain. Asymmetric means bigger than what I'm risking. So if I'm risking 6, right, and then what I did was I went ahead and put my take profit just a little bit above the 38. Typically, the 38% retracement is the area where people will take profit, the 38. And let me make sure I had my things right there. Yeah. So, and then price came really close. It came to 61, and I got it at the 69, right? So I took profits about 8 pips above that. And so basically, this trade didn't take that long. Each bar is 5 minutes. So this is the first 30 minutes from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. And then 3:05, 3:10, 3:15, 3:20, 3:25, 3:30, right? 3:35, boom, looks like a Bank of Japan, you know, inter, inter, intervention operation where they actually strengthen the yen. This is very fast. Looked like a central bank in there, and boom, I got out and took, you know, $22. Basically, I said 6. I said, well, maybe go for like, you know, 3 times, 4 times my my actual risk, right? And I got it right there, which is really, really cool indeed, because, you know, it didn't take that long. I wasn't up. I went to sleep. I said, look, this is my candle. My signal candle is a candle that breaks below the samurai sword. And if you want to know more about the samurai sword strategy, go to my free school community, school.com/Elite Traders University, and I have a full course on the samurai sword strategy, right? So just go ahead and go there. It's absolutely free, and you can check it out. Okay. So when we got down to this area, well, it was fast. I mean, this is a 5-minute chart. This bar lasted 5 minutes, and then boom, we were at a low of 162.69. The next 5 minutes later, we were closing at 162.92. So almost a 30 pip swing. And the only way to get out of that swing that fast would be to actually have a take profit already put in the market. Because if you're sitting at your screen like a screen jockey trying to like time it, I've been there. I've seen it drop and then try to get out of it, and then all of a sudden you're up here. You're out. So you really want to make sure that you are that you have an automatic take profit. And usually I want to take profit. What I want to do is take profit at a level that is 3 times my risk or 4 times my risk. In this case, you know, if we take what I actually made on the trade, right? We made, in fact, I got 330, right at 330.15, 22.05, right? And so I got at 72, the lowest 69, got at 72, and and so we would take. I'm gonna get my little handy dandy calculator here, right? Right, and then, you know, given that we start with a $50 account, you know, this is, you know, little over, you know, just shy of 50%, about, you know, maybe 43% or something like that. 22 divided by 50, right? So that was a 44% return. And our risk, right? So our risk to reward, right? We risked roughly, you know, 69 cents a pip, right? 0.69. So $6, maybe six times 69, 0.69 times 6 pips, $4.14 risk, right? And so I risked 414 to make 2206. Right. So that's a 5.3 to 1 risk reward ratio, right? So if you risk, when you're risking doing this type of math, where you're risking, you know, 6 pips to make $22 or a 5 to 1 risk reward, you can be wrong 85% of the time and just be right 15% of the time and still make money in this market. Okay, that's the power of high asymmetric trading, or HAT, the putting on the hat, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to keep your, you know, you hear in the books, keep your risk small and let your profits run, but you never know how to do it. And the safest way to do it is with the samurai sword. I mean, the samurai sword allows you to basically look at almost like American football where you have the line of scrimmage. This is the line of scrimmage or the scrum line where the market kind of decides where it wants to go. And then we have a tool called the Samurai Opening Range Breakout that when you're a member of our 50 to 50K challenge, you can actually have access to this where we actually have powerful tools telling us, hey, A trades, we can look at Forex pairs, we can look at crypto, the Forex majors I like looking at, sort them by grade, and then, hey, we want to look at gold or silver, and we can see opening range breakout, samurai sword, breakout above the high. We've got stops, limits, and everything, all done by AI. And you can have access to this tool when you become an annual member of the 50 to 50K challenge. So if you would like more information about that, click the link in the description and book a call with me. And I've carved out some time in my calendar so to actually take calls and to get people for the signing up for the August session that's coming up, the August challenge. 50 to 50K. We have a powerful we have a spreadsheet, a compounding spreadsheet where we can take people from $50 to $50,000 using a compounding strategy, and using that compounding strategy, and I can show you the spreadsheet there, right? Where we actually take people from $50 all the way up to $50,000 in 30 trades, whether it's 30 days, 30 trades. We have that available. Okay, so if you are interested in that, talk to me, click the link below. I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace and pips. Dr. Greg signing out.